Hi, so welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me to give messages for those of you who listen to this. So, yes, I'm just going to go into it. And just a reminder that in the description, I do have two links for people in Gaza, to two people I'm connected to. Yeah, so those links are there for those of you who wish to donate to support Muhammad and Ahmed. And if you want to know more, if you click on the link, it'll tell you more about them. But people in Gaza need a lot of support to be able to survive and rebuild. So yeah, so I'll keep including those links in the description, and even very small donations are very helpful. So yeah, so that's there. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing, that there is always going to be a lot going on the earth plane, connected to being very much in your higher self connection and going forwards in this way. And that is because at the moment there is an energy on earth that is very much about connecting to deeper parts in order to be much more grounded in the light, to create more light on earth, to create an energy that feels very much about something deeper, something more profound, that people favor this. And the real reason for this is that people are clearing a lot from their pain body. They are clearing a lot that is very much about being in a kind of energy that is not of the light, that is very much about energies which are earthly, which are man made, which are about trying to perhaps take from others in order to go forwards in life, which are perhaps about trying to make others out to be who they are not in order to gain favour in the world. Perhaps even energies that are very much connected to something darker. But these are the types of energies people are clearing, energies which feel very negative, which feel that there is something going on earth which is not right. So people are feeling a lot of this collectively, both in their own personal lives, but also when it comes to the world in general. And for this reason, people are really wanting something deeper, something that is really very much connected to the light. And when people are colliding with others who are in this energy, they feel good. They have a sense inside of relief, of being somewhere that feels very nurturing, safe. And this is really the type of energy that most people favor nowadays. And the reason I'm speaking about this is because I want you to know that if you are the type of person who provides this for others, who has this naturally within them, very well developed, you will be in demand because people want this at the moment. I also will say that there is a lot to be said for being agendaless, having no agenda in terms of wanting anything from anyone. Instead, being in the mindset that whatever you want will be provided for by something much deeper, something that is much more universal. And the more you go into this, the more that people around you feel it. They feel that you are not trying to take anything or gain anything through them. They feel that you are connecting to something deeper. And this sort of energy is what is favoured. And because of this, those of you who are very much in this type of frequency will find it easy to move forwards. I will even go as far as to say the more you let go of anything that you want, the more that you keep going within and letting go, and instead asking the universe to bring it to you if it is right only, and being in a state where you are able to simply be as you are. This is really what will ultimately bring you what you need. And those of you who are listening to this, who feel in great need, who literally perhaps have nothing much to eat, so to speak, who feel that you really need certain things to keep going forwards, I would like to say to you, keep going within, keep asking for what you need in a way where you are going very deep and asking from a place of spirit. And when you do this, your needs will be met. You will be absolutely met by life. I will even say the more you do this, the more you will experience this on earth, being met, having your needs automatically met, and really go into a state where you are able to trust life more and more to provide for you. I would like to speak now about one more thing relevant to this, and that is when you are feeling very low inside, there is a temptation to try to alleviate your suffering by going into a place where you are asking for things which are perhaps a bit exaggerated, like exaggerated versions of what you need. So, an example is if you feel that you are generally unnoticed in life, dismissed, treated like someone you are not, you may go into scenarios within of wanting a lot of fame, a lot of recognition, wanting to be recognized by everyone in the world as a compensation for the deep pain you feel. And when you go into these scenarios, it can make you feel for a few moments a bit like there is hope, like there is something that you can create. But those creations are founded on deep pain and suffering within that you are not fully processing. So as a result, when those things do happen, what you will experience is the same degree of pain and suffering that they were founded on. So, what I will say to all of you is to keep going into the pain body and clear the pain first before you start going into scenarios of what you would like to experience. First, go into the pain and be there for long enough so that it feels to you like it is clear or clearing. And after this, you will get a sense from your higher self what it is that will truly serve you. The reason I'm saying this is because at the moment is a time where things will start to be created on the earth plane. These are more physical times where things will actually happen. And so, those of you who have created very exaggerated scenarios in your mind about what you want, you may start actually having some of these experiences and then perhaps realizing it is not actually what you want. So be with yourselves, go deep, and first go into a place where you are able to embrace what is there in your pain body. And after this, the right things will happen. And it is also a reminder that in life, it is not about what you have in terms of whether you have a lot of fame, money, or it's a certain type of experience in life. It is very much your internal experience. And your internal experience is very much governed by the deeper aspects of your being, the things that your soul truly desires, the things that truly serve you internally. And what I will also say about trying to have things on the earth plane is that when you do actually have certain things, you may start to feel inside that those things are not worth having. And because of this, it then creates problems in your life where you have to then start trying to dismantle the things that you have created. So remember to stay connected to yourself, to stay connected to your inner being. And remember also that ultimately life is an inner experience, that whatever happens on the outside is something that is, in one way or another, a manifestation of an energy that is within you. And ultimately, it is how you experience life that really matters, your inner experience of it. And for some people, it is possible to have an inner experience of life that is absolutely phenomenal without having much at all. And that is because everything they do have is deeply resonating with them. So it may even be that they are having a very simple life, living in a simple way, with perhaps only one or two people around. But everything that they have is really very much connected to their innermost being. And on the contrary, someone can be having a life that looks absolutely fabulous on the outside, but very little of it connects to a deeper part of them. So they do not experience much joy, happiness, and fulfillment on a deeper level. So remember that it is important to focus on quality, not quantity. It is important to focus on what really feels good to you. And it may not feel good to another person, but if it feels good to you, it is right for you. And it is also important to not compare yourself to others, because what happens in this way is you start to notice what you don't have, the things that you are lacking in your life, without recognizing that those things that you may be lacking are perhaps things that you don't really want or need. So it is important to stay focused on yourself and your own innermost desires, the things that you want for yourself. I would like to speak about one more thing that is very relevant at the moment, and that is everything that happens in life. There is a purpose behind it, but the purpose is not necessarily always a purpose that has a very high frequency behind it. So, the purpose of something can simply be to show you the extent of suffering that you have going on inside, to show you something about how much pain you are in. The purpose of something can be to show you that someone who you believed was the right person for you is no longer the right person or never was. The purpose of something can be to show you something negative about a person, a place, something you are involved in. So sometimes the purpose can feel quite negative, but it is designed to show you something. And when you can appreciate the purpose behind things, it is easier to let go of negative scenarios, negative things that happen in life. It is easier to have a higher perspective. So, what I will say to those of you who are really suffering at the moment and struggling with things which you have experienced in life, very negative things, things that can't be in any way dressed up to be anything else, things which really are negative, that feel really absolutely soul shattering. When you are feeling these things inside, remember to inwardly ask you to remember to ask yourself the